What is going on, everybody? This is Damned Rifle, back with yet another episode of Scrap Mechanics Survival. So, the last you saw, I was gathering stone, because we are getting ready to, make some concrete and start this base off. Well, for me, that was a while ago, okay? Like a while ago. Alright, I went out and I mined stone for a couple hours. And I thought, that was a pretty good amount of stone. I got a lot more than I thought I did, which is fantastic. I'm not complaining. It just took a really long time to refine it all into concrete using this one craft bot. Now, as you can see, I have done some things here. That being an obvious thing, but we'll get to that in just a moment. But yeah, so I just made a few more chests. They're very much needed, and linked them around. I ran out of stone, unfortunately, because I wasn't thinking about doing vacuum pipes until I was basically done crafting all of my concrete. So we supplemented a vacuum pipe for just one of the chests I was using for a chemical collection. I also did this over here with some vacuum pipe for just easier water collection, and linked it into here, so this is all connected, so this will automatically refill, and then these can draw from it. So last time I made an automatic water system, I basically copy pasted another YouTuber's design, and it worked really well, but I felt like it was more complicated than it needed to be. Realistically, why does it need to... I'm not gonna say names or anything, but the one I had, it used a controller and a couple pistons and one water cannon, and it would basically zigzag and do the whole thing like that, and then it would come back and it wouldn't use water on the way back because it would deactivate the sensor or whatever. I don't remember how to deactivate the sensor, so this uses double the water that it needs, but it works flawlessly. Essentially, this is free floating. It just glides along this bar right here with the help of two pistons that extend it out the exact length it needs to be. And we got blocks here for the sensor to hit that'll trigger the water. And I'll just demonstrate. So yeah, it's gonna come to a stop out there. I could leave it there, and then just, when the crops are almost ready, you can do the watering trick and finish them off and help them grow a little bit with encouragement, just by retracting it. It's just gonna use some water, but it's not a big deal with this being connected directly to the ocean like this. So we're pretty much, always gonna be full. And I'll build a couple more of these. Probably just gonna duplicate this design to these two fields, and I think I am gonna add a fourth field right here just because I have a little bit of extra space on this side compared to this side where I do not. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. This is the rig I put together for mining. This is not actually a vehicle. This is just a bigger version of the trailer I had. That just slap a couple of refiners on it. I've got a second one, obviously you can tell. And then there was chests in the back, but I moved them over here for storage purposes and whatnot. So yeah, I got a bunch of milk. These are kind of just like random chests. The scrap metal I've been keeping. I haven't really been turning scrap metal into regular metal lately, just because of the amount that I got while I was mining. So just a couple of kits left over. This is the metal that I have not used. I had a little bit more, but obviously I used it to make the water cannons, and I think the pistons required it, and then I made I think 4 more of these chests. I think something like that. But yeah, so anyway, I've got a couple saws here that I did make. That's what I'm gonna use some of the metal for as well. Here's some concrete, and here's a little bit more concrete. This took a very long time to craft up. At first I only had 2 chests, so I was placing one chest in the water, filling it with water, While I did that, I would run over to the chemical pond and I put another one in there, and I'd fill it, and then when they were done, I'd bring them both back, slap them in, and then I'd have to craft it up when it was done crafting, put them back in the water, and repeat. I did that about 4 times before I was like, this is not efficient. Just, having to place down the vacuum pumps over and over again started to get annoying. So I basically just made a permanent solution with it being attached to the ground. These are attached to the vacuum pumps themselves so they don't move, and then you just have to attach the chest to the vacuum pumps. And basically, I'd bring an empty one and swap it out. And yeah, it became more efficient. And yeah, so again, I've been doing a lot. So a lot of sitting around was happening while I was waiting for that stuff to craft, which is why I've got a bunch of potatoes. I grew a lot of potatoes. Obviously, there could be more, but I think that's a pretty decent amount for what I have. I only have the regular spud gun, so it's not like I'm chewing through ammo super fast. So I'm basically just going to keep grinding for potatoes, and this is all full of carrots and blueberries and oranges and, everything else. But yeah, so anyway, let's just get into it, man. So what I want to do, I want a wall. Okay, that's all I want. I just want a wall. And I don't know exactly where I want it to start, because I was kind of thinking like along this pathway right here. But I don't know. I kind of feel like it goes out a little too far. So I'm thinking maybe like right here. And then, just come straight across. So like right here, and I think that'll work out pretty well. I won't have to deal with things coming from the side. On either side of them, I don't know, maybe the tote bots will be smart and they'll come around like this, but if that happens, we can figure something else out. So, let's just get into it, I'm just going to take a bunch of this concrete, and I'm not going to lie, I'm really excited to start building this, but taking all that concrete out kind of hurts me. It kind of hurts my soul. It's just kind of sad to see how fast it goes, how long it took me to craft it. But, yeah, I mean, it has to be done, so what are you going to do? So I think we're going to start right here. I'm just going to build it up a little bit. And then we'll build it out. Kind of like this. Let's try and get underneath here. Can I go underwater? There we go. Let's fill it in a little bit. And I think that'll be pretty good right there. I know that concrete's not the most durable thing, level 1 concrete that being. So I'm not expecting this, to be the end all be all, whatever you want to call it, solution to base defense here. I'm not expecting that at all. It will get a layer of metal 3 eventually. I'm probably going to start working on that relatively soon. I'm just not exactly sure when. So it's kind of, we're gonna play it and see how it goes. I think this will be fine for now. So yeah, hopefully it goes well. I think I'm gonna do like two or so towers. They're not gonna be very big towers. It's only gonna be like maybe like 9 blocks by 9 blocks, relatively small. And those are just basically gonna be for me to sit on and do some sniping and stuff. I just think it'll be fun. Alright, so that was 1 stack, which actually is pretty good there for being 1 stack. See if maybe doing it like this will be easier. Come on. I think that'll be pretty good right there. Come on, man. Just bring her on up. Alright, cool. So that's basically going to be our line. This is going to be kind of a foundation, I suppose. I'm actually going to bring this out a little bit more. Should be good. Yeah, okay. So yeah, this is going to be kind of like our foundation. Just, you know, layer 1. I think I'm going to do 2 layers. Maybe not right next to each other. I kind of want to have like a gap in between that I can go into. But for this video, I think I'm just going to focus on building this 1 layer. And, sorry, I thought I was getting some lag there for a second. I don't know. It's like lagging on my screen, but not on my recording screen. So I hope it's not too bad for you guys. So I'm just going to bring this up. We'll say about there to start. Yeah, now we're chewing through it. It hurts me. Alright, so I think that's a pretty good height right there. I'm probably going to go a little bit higher. But I'm kind of just trying to feel it out and see exactly what I want to do here. I do want like a lot of space right here, you know, so I can have a lot more time to attack the incoming waves and stuff. And building back here is not going to be that big of an issue. I can always just build on top of the water if I want to, but I think I have plenty of space for the lack of ideas that I currently have for it. So another issue we're going to have to figure out is exactly how I want to bring my vehicle back here, because I don't really want to put it on a lift every time. I'm probably going to do like some kind of like door for me to walk through or something. I'm not sure. I want to do a wall or a couple towers. So we're going to do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including that will be 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's squared right there. So I'm just gonna build this up to this. I want to see how that looks for size. Oop. That's gonna cause complications with lag. I'll just move him over here. Like, you know, we'll just put it there. Whatever. See, I think that's big enough right there. And then I'll have a walkway as well. And now that I'm up here, I don't think this is high enough. I think this needs to be... One, 2, 3, 4, 5 taller. Yeah. Bring her on out. Come on, there you go. Okay. So I think that should be an acceptable height right there. And once again, we'll just bring this like so. Wrong way. Yeah, that feels better right there. We're not super high, we're not super low. I don't think the hay bots will be able to hit us from down there. So they won't be able to knock us off. And then really just the main threat will be tape bots when we have to deal with that. Now, I think I'm going to do wood floor up here, but I don't have a whole lot of wood floor or wood left. Actually, I could take a lot of that apart. But I want it to be wood 1. I don't have a whole lot of wood 1, so I'm going to have to do some gathering for that. But I think what we're going to do, we're just going to focus on getting kind of like the outline of it. You know, I'm kind of thinking about it. Let's see, how do I want to do the double wall? I think I want to put the other part of the wall on the further out. Or do I? No, I don't. Let's jump down here. And then we'll cut away like that. And we'll put, oops. I can walk through that, right? Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And it's 4 wide. Okay. So I think I'll put the other part of the wall. Right in this spot. So yeah, I know that I'm not talking a whole lot. I'm kind of just trying to, you know, focus on exactly how I want to build it, and I don't know. Basically just that, I guess. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you don't, you know, just let me know in the comments what you want to see. Do you want to see more building? Do you not care for building? Would you rather me just, you know, kill hay bots every single episode? I personally kind of don't really want to do that. I like to kind of, you know, have each episode being different. I really wish you could sleep through the night too. Maybe if I turn these lights on, that'll help me out over here. Kinda. I'm kind of just gonna do the same thing with this part of the wall too. It's just essentially just gonna be exactly the same. Just like that. And then we'll just do this. And we need more. Oh man. Kind of scaring me. How low we're getting. I don't know what I'm expecting, you know? We're doing a massive concrete project here. I'm gonna chew through all the concrete I made. I shouldn't even be surprised by it, but you know, it still hurts. think overall this is gonna be a pretty good defense. Certainly better than the wood one, scrap wood, if you will, which they just tear through. But it defends enough to where it gives you time to handle it, so it's really not that big of a deal. 2, 3, 4. Just like that, yeah. I don't know if I love that, but I think it'll be okay. It'll work. And then on this side, we still need to build that tower, which I kind of put like on the edge like that, so probably right here. And then I'm just gonna cut. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like so. And we gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. All right, cool. And then on this side we'll go 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Put up that. Okay. Two, 3, 4. Cool. All right. Cool. Now we just need to go down to this end. And we need to finish this up. All right, cool. Yeah, I think overall I'm relatively happy with this. I think what I want to do here is maybe not. Let me just do like that. Just to kind of give it some contrast so you can actually see where the door is, since the concrete all kind of blends together. I think that'll work out just like that. Yeah, just something simple. So yeah, this is gonna be the outline. Let's hop up on top again for pretty much the whole wall, and I'm happy with it. I like this is pretty much the idea I had in my mind since the beginning, and I've never done like an actual base that requires defense, I guess. I don't know. A long time ago, my very first farm was just ridiculous. Okay, I literally, like, it's gonna sound unbelievable. Like, to be honest, you'll probably be like, oh, this guy obviously cheated. He used dev commands or something. And I can tell you right now, I have no idea how to even implement dev commands. I don't know how to do that stuff. I tried using like the /chunk code. You can type in like if I went and did /chunk. I thought that it was supposed to like drop a character in, basically a duplicate of me, to keep like a craftbot running while I'm away. And obviously it didn't do anything. I just basically typed into the world chat for no reason. And yeah, so anyway, what I did was I had a farm. It's a fairly large farm, and I surrounded it with saw blades. Like, literally, they weren't spaced out. They didn't, move around other than spinning. And I surrounded the entire mechanic station perimeter, like all the asphalt around it. And that was my base. And they all spun. They all had controllers that spun them. And it was insane. But there wasn't really much beef, like personal defense. I basically just sat there and the bots did all the, suicide for themselves. But yeah. So anyway, I think this is where I'm going to end the episode. Obviously, like, I have a lot more work to do on this and whatnot. I guess, I wasn't really thinking about wood. I mean, we can see if we have some. Yeah, and we don't. Yeah, I guess I need to go get some wood. I've got these saws. I was planning on using 2 of them for putting them on my vehicle and go cut down some redwoods to get, wood 1 faster. And then the other one I was kind of thinking of doing like a slit, like a single slit along this, and having a couple saw blades that I could control with like sensors. Like if a bot walked into the sensor, it would shoot the blade along the wall and slice them up or whatever. I don't know, I may do that at one point. I may get a little crazy with it. It sounds fun to me, so I might try it. Yeah, so let's get a top-down view real quick. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. The towers look a little small for me now, but I kind of don't really want them to be huge. I'm going to be probably walking along the wall the whole raid anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. I just kind of wanted to have a little something in there, not something big, not something tiny. They're kind of like an average size, I would say, to break up just the straightness of the wall. But I think it'll look good when it's all complete. And yeah. So if you're still here at the end of the video, I really appreciate it. Thank you for your guys' support. I'm glad you're here. If you're glad you're here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.